Please take your seats. Our program is about to begin. Please be seated at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, the 22nd Women of Color STEM Conference, a multicultural event hosted by sponsors J.P. Morgan Chase and General Motors in partnership with Women of Color Magazine, Prairie View A&M University, and Oakland University welcomes you to the Women of Color Breakfast with Leaders and Legends. Now, let's meet our MC. Dr. Pamela Mccauley is a nationally recognized speaker, entrepreneur, author, and full professor in the Department of Industrial Engineering and Management Systems at the University of Central Florida, where she leads the Human Factors in Disaster Management Research Team. She previously held the position of Martin Luther King Jr. Visiting Associate Professor of Aeronautics and Astronautics at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. She recently completed a prestigious Jefferson Science Fellowship with the U.S. State Department with a focus on improving healthcare service delivery methods to HIV and AIDS patients in Africa. She is the author of over 80 technical papers, book chapters, conference proceedings, and an internationally used ergonomics textbook. Please welcome to the stage Dr. Pamela Mccauley.
Good morning, everyone. You look so lovely. It's so good to be here. First, I want to say that having the opportunity to speak to you and to be with you is among the most inspiring times of the year for me. Excuse me, these bifocals don't work with the lights. But it is truly a pleasure to be back here in Detroit. And this has been an exciting last year for me. This year has taken me to many places all around the world. And I've observed that advancing STEM careers and encouraging STEM education is an issue not just for the U.S., but of global significance. Over the last year, I've spoken at the United Nations on issues impacting women in STEM as they relate to the attainment of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. I was also invited to the UNESCO International Symposium and Policy Forum, Cracking the Code, Education in STEM for Girls, and that was this past August in Bangkok. And what these experiences have done is helped me to see how important this is to our global society for every woman and every girl to be given equal access to education and opportunities for career advancement, particularly in STEM. As a result, I am personally mentoring more young women in their STEM careers and their STEM education and providing presentations via Skype to organizations in developing countries like Malawi. Additionally, I'm working on a product that can be used to connect women via technology to support collaborative science, technology, and innovation opportunities, as well as STEM education for our girls around the world. Now, this product is known as Algonite, for Algorithm That Unites. And I'm still working on it, but Women of Color, I will keep you posted as it develops. And additionally, some recent research that I had funded by the National Science Foundation suggested that women of color largely succeed because we create a sense of community, our own networks, much like the Women of Color network that you're experiencing here today. And these communities of women that we create right here, right now, these impact our opportunities. It also impacts our general sense of well-being when we have that network or that community that is around us, and it definitely impacts the level of career achievement that we see, again, particularly in STEM careers. Now, let me just say this. We're not there yet, but I see a tremendous opportunity for the United States to be a leader in demonstrating best practices and the benefits of promoting and advancing women in STEM, as well as addressing some of these disparities and challenges that adversely affect women in STEM. As I said, this is not just a U.S. issue. This is a global issue. And all of us together, this brings us full circle to our wonderful Women of Color in STEM conference here, where we learn to connect with one another and celebrate the power that's within. Equally important, it is equally important that not only do we enjoy our time here and network and connect, but that we take this power back and this passion back with us as we return home to our professional and personal lives. So you have now become a part of the Women of Color community. If this is your first time here, welcome to the community. And if you're returning, welcome home. I mean it. Yes, we can clap about that. Now it is my pleasure to welcome to the stage the chair of the Career Communications Group Alumni Committee and awesome sister, Dr. Gwen Boyd.
Good morning, everyone. Hello, is anybody out there? Good morning, everyone. Wonderful. What a pleasure to look out over this amazing group of accomplished women. We hope you'll take full advantage of the seminars and networking opportunities available to you at our Women of Color STEM Conference, one of the nation's largest gatherings of women in STEM fields. We also use the occasion of our conference to recognize outstanding students that represent our future as we present our Student of Excellence Awards in 4 categories. Overall requirements are that students have good academic standing with a 3.0 or higher cumulative GPA and a minimum 3rd semester standing. The Student Academic Award recognizes students that uphold the principles of scholarship and positively impact the academic atmosphere of their campuses. Today, we have 3 honorees. First, Asia Carter. Asia is a junior electrical engineering student at Tuskegee University. While maintaining a current grade point average of 3.98, absolutely. Asia has received numerous leadership and honor awards. She's currently the president of the Society of Women Engineers, secretary of the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, and also tutors a high school student 2 days a week. Please welcome and congratulate Asia Carter. Louisiana State University's Brianna Lee is an outstanding academic leader. As a senior chemical engineering major, Brianna maintains a 3.8 grade point average. Absolutely. She has received countless awards and honors and has completed at least 4 research projects. Please congratulate and welcome Brianna Lee. Okay, I'm going to apologize ahead of time as I try to pronounce our next honoree's name, so please forgive me if I get it wrong. Oreo Fialua Oyelawu. I think I got it? That was close enough. She said it's close enough. But the next part is even more important. She maintains a 4.0 grade point average after 3 years in the University of Cincinnati's Information Technology program. She is a part of the IT plus MBA accelerated program at UC. This means she's on track to graduate in 2019 with both her Bachelor's of Science degree in IT and her MBA. She's also very involved in extracurricular activities on and off campus. Please welcome and congratulate Oreo Fialawa Oyelowo. The Student Community Service Award recognizes students who strive to make outstanding contributions to STEM education through their commitment to volunteering and learning by interacting and engaging the campus and local community. Today, we have two honorees. First, Ms. Ebony Gardner. Ebony is a sophomore computer science student at Alabama A&M University. One of Ebony's passions is community outreach. Ascend Youth Program, Delta Gems, Teen Team, and Google Ignite CS are just a few of the organizations she's involved in addition to her numerous other volunteering opportunities. Please congratulate and welcome Ebony Gardner. Cagney Coomer Felton is a full-time graduate student at the University of Kentucky, currently working on her PhD in biology. Cagney is the founder of a nonprofit STEM organization named Nerd Squad. The organization presents interactive STEM activities to kids in underrepresented communities all over Kentucky. Please congratulate and welcome Cagney Coomer Felton. The Leadership Award recognizes students striving to make contributions to the varied aspects of STEM education and who have demonstrated an interest and commitment to volunteering and learning while impacting the academic atmosphere on their campuses. Today, we have two honorees. First, Ms. Jasmine Whirls. Jasmine is a senior studying mechanical engineering at the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. Jasmine is committed to leading and mentoring future engineers of all ages. She has held many leadership positions, including National Academic Chair of her local NSBE chapter and co-planner in UT's first annual Women Engineering, now try to say that 3 times, one-day conference for nearly 400 attendees. Please congratulate and welcome Ms. Jasmine Whirls. Imani Dolch is a sophomore studying mechanical engineering at Alabama A&M University. She currently maintains a 4.0 grade point average. Yes, that deserves a hand. Imani is described as a phenomenal student and ingenious leader. She is president of all project teams, directing and leading 3 separate teams with a total of 29 students. Please congratulate and welcome Imani Dolch. The Research Award recognizes students who strive to make outstanding contributions to STEM education through research and presentations that advance the recognition of their university. Today, we have one honoree. Ms. Lauren Walker is a senior majoring in construction management at Alabama A&M University. Lauren has participated and placed in several STEM-related research activities and conferences, including internships at 2 different DOE laboratories and research scholarships. Please congratulate and welcome Lauren Walker. Let's give all of our students of excellence another round of applause. They are our future, and they're off to a great start. Now, we come to the presentation of our Women of Color Awards. As you've seen, this year's STEM conference theme is Celebrating the Power Within. The recipients of our Women of Color Awards join a distinguished sisterhood of extraordinary women that have been recognized for 22 years in celebrating our power of women in STEM. Throughout this morning's breakfast, we will feature some of our previous honorees in what we call our power profiles. Let's begin with the Student Leadership Award, given to a student that has demonstrated leadership in engineering, through academic and personal accomplishments, and has promoted science, technology, and self-reliance. Last year's recipient was Midshipman First Class Courtney Lee Mason, a stellar performer at the Naval Academy. She held numerous leadership positions within the 4,500-strong Naval Academy Brigade of Midshipmen, including becoming co-president of Midshipmen STEM. She also distinguished herself academically in her highly rigorous major, aerospace engineering. Upon her graduation in May 2017, she had her sights set to enter the service as a prospective aviator. Courtney Lee Mason is the power. Let's give her another round of applause. Now, let's meet this year's equally stellar honoree. Roslyn Kent graduated from Xavier University of Louisiana with a BS in chemistry in 2013. Upon graduation, she traveled to Lille, France as a National Science Foundation International Research Experiences for Undergraduates scholar to synthesize modulators for protein and cell glycosylation to improve antibody therapeutics. In 2014, she began her PhD journey at the University of Michigan, where her work currently focuses on the discovery of high nitrogen energetic materials through supramolecular synthesis. She works to improve the graduate experience for students of color through diversity, recruiting in her department, and is currently president of the Students of Color of Rackman. It is my pleasure to present our winner, Roslyn V. Kent.
Good morning. So during my sophomore year at Xavier, I met Professor Peyton Stewart, the only Black woman faculty member in chemistry. In her organic chemistry course, I was challenged to be curious, meticulous, and critical of my work. The same year, I wanted to apply to pharmacy school, but a male professor discouraged me by saying, "No, Roslyn, you're not good enough." Professor Peyton Stewart instead recognized my potential, gave me a project, and allowed me to conduct research in her lab. She guided my development into the PhD candidate standing before you today. I am thankful for the fire she ignited in me. Thank you.
The presenter of our College Level Promotion of Education Award is Vice President of Global Operations for Northrop Grumman Corporation's Aerospace Systems sector. He is responsible for developing and maintaining a strong supply base for the broad set of products produced by aerospace systems customers. Please welcome to the stage Kevin Mitchell.
Good morning. The Northrop Grumman Corporation is proud to have Alisha Madison with our corporate family. She has provided professional development and educational leadership contributions to Northrop Grumman and her local community. Alisha has a burning desire to support and advocate of women of color's leadership growth. She is also the founder of Bella Network that links career and entrepreneur women to resources and leadership development. Alisha brings the most dynamic and collaborative group of women together for annual women conferences, offering a supportive, synergistic environment where women take pride in mentoring and advocating for each other's success year-round. I am so proud to introduce and to present my friend and colleague, Alisha Madison.
Good morning. I grew up in a large family surrounded by strong, determined women that excelled because of the support and mentoring of other women. After graduation, I realized success required more than a degree. It requires strong professional relationships. Many women don't receive guidance and support in handling STEM careers or business environment. There are still instances when we're the only one in the room or we're too focused on performance. Let's stop seeing each other as the competition, but as sisters, building trust, confidence, and strategic alliances. So we support every woman in her endeavor to fulfill her rightful STEM role. Thank you so much for this honor.
And the church said, amen, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Now, it is my pleasure to present the K-12 Promotion of Education Award. Dr. Heiress R. Wagstaff is a scientist, educator, researcher, STEM advocate, and mentor with over 20 years of experience in STEM education outreach and advocacy in the community. Her outreach spans the K-12, undergraduate, and graduate levels, as well as academia, industry, the federal government, and nonprofit sectors. She is a proud native of Goldsboro, North Carolina, with a BS and MS in chemistry from the University of North Carolina at Greensboro and North Carolina A&T State University, respectively, and a PhD in STEM education from North Carolina State University. Her motto is, "To whom much is given, much is required." I am proud to present Dr. Heiress R. Wagstaff.
Good morning. As a child growing up in a small military town, Goldsboro, North Carolina, the daughter of a low-income, divorced secretary, I could have easily been a statistic. But God had another purpose. Who could have ever imagined that I would someday be a scientist, educator, researcher, mentor, advocate, doctor? My mother instilled in me the belief that I could do and be anything, a strong faith in God, and a passion for helping our youth. Through hard work, determination, a love for science, and a heart for service, I proudly accept this award in honor of my mom, Mrs. Elise Hosier Wagstaff.
I'm just so emotional already. This just, is everybody, are you all as moved? I mean, is this wonderful? My goodness. I mean, so much excellence and commitment and service and hard work. I mean, it's just, it moves me so much every time I'm here. Okay, so now back to my work. The presenter of the Entrepreneurial Leadership Award is the National Women of Color Conference co-chair. She is bad. She is Oakland University Board of Trustee Emeriti and currently Principal of Inclusive Performance Solutions and Diversity and Inclusion Consultancy Company. She was formally appointed by the Secretary of the Navy as the first Navy Diversity Officer for the U.S. Department of Navy, advising top military officers and the senior executive service on all aspects of its diversity strategies and initiatives. Please welcome to the stage my friend, Monica Emerson.
As a third-generation entrepreneur and proud graduate of HBCU Southern University, Nicole Priester is the successful role model we strive to have our daughters emulate. She's a successful businesswoman in both government and private sectors, domestically and internationally, including representing the state of Maryland in aerospace and defense in South Africa. Nicole is a global advocate for the advancement of women at all levels, both professional and educational. Persistent, poised, and articulate, she is an extraordinary leader who has just began to make her impact on our nation. I present President and CEO of Encore Solutions, Inc., Nicole Priester.
Good morning. I was told, you'll never be more than a clerk. That's what my fifth grade teacher said about my career goal of becoming a businesswoman. And a family member told me, you've been given so much, you won't know how to work for anything. These inaccurate perceptions attempted to discourage my expectations and success and participation in my family's entrepreneurial legacy. But through faith, God has allowed me to fulfill my academic goals, to become an international businesswoman, and most importantly, a mother. I've learned it doesn't matter what people say. What's important is what God says that I am. Thank you very much for this honor.
Though we meet 3 days each year for our Women of STEM and Women of Color STEM conference, so much more goes on behind the scenes 365 days a year. Among them, Career Communications Group pre-college program provides middle and high school students the opportunity to acquire the skills that will help them get into college and succeed. During these sessions, students are exposed to the knowledge and information on how to apply for college, what resources are available, and what are the hot STEM fields to study. Built into these sessions are activities and information that will help prepare students for their college search, application to college, and transition into college life. This program is about more than academics, though. It's about helping the students' families and the teachers to fully understand college life, what the common issues are going to be for their new freshmen, and where to find help on some of the most common concerns that new students often face. So students, parents, and teachers can participate in this mentoring roundtable to find the answers to the big issues that directly affect new students and how to overcome those troubles. CCG works in conjunction with existing programs within the school system and different organizations to achieve the goals of this program. So let's give CCG a round of applause for that program. Now we come to our Women of Color Special Recognition Awards. Now these awards are given to a select group of peer-reviewed honorees in recognition of their high merit and broad impact on professionals in STEM disciplines and value to society. So before we meet one of this year's winners, here is our new power profile. Manager to 100 systems engineers at Raytheon, Elaine Tyler Murphy leads a diverse department providing integration, verification, test and analysis, and engineering test facilities for domestic and international programs. Previously an integrated product team program manager on Raytheon's surveillance radar program, she managed an $80 million budget and global team of engineers, technicians, and subcontractors. Elaine Tyler Murphy is the power. Now for this year's honoree, the presenter of our first Special Recognition Award is Vice President of Electric Operations for Consumers Energy. He has overall responsibility for the construction, operation, and maintenance of the company's electric system that provides safe, reliable energy service to 1.8 million electric customers. And he oversees network services and metering operations. Please welcome to the stage, Guy Packard.
Morning. Pamela Bolin is a highly motivated and qualified professional with experience in all aspects of business strategy. I've seen her transform her employees with regards to their leadership skills, and in doing so, she has ultimately changed the lives of the workers around them. Her relationships with her peers and her willingness to mentor those around her are her gifts. As her most notable achievement, she was named the Director of Diversity and Inclusion, where she led conversations with senior leadership, creating a positive change in the company's culture and strategy surrounding diversity and inclusion. I am proud to present Pamela Bolin.
Good morning. The youngest of 5 children, I was raised by a single parent. We were not rich, yet Mom did a great job providing everything we needed. She also showed me honesty, integrity, and helping others. Thanks to her, I was the first in my family to go to college. I'm so thankful to God for continuing to guide my life. He sent a wonderful mentor who counseled that my journey is not about me, but about the road that I pave for others. He gave me the courage to become comfortable being uncomfortable. Thank you to the Consumers Energy leadership for helping me leave the world and Consumers Energy better than I found it. Thank you.
Outstanding. The next presenter of our Special Recognition Award is responsible for orchestrating AT&T's consumer digital transformation and enabling industry, leading multi-channel experiences that blur the lines between interactions and traditional human channels. Please welcome to the stage Vice President of Channel Enablement and Digital Transformation for AT&T Entertainment Group, AT&T Incorporated, Nicole Rafferty.
Melissa is an extraordinary leader who cares deeply about her family, her community, and her company. She engages deeply in all three areas with passion and seemingly endless energy. At home, she coaches basketball and spends time with her husband and 2 boys. In the community, she raises significant money for youth scholarships. At work, she leads the largest merger integration program in the history of AT&T, and she is seen as a leader for diversity and inclusion. She is humble, driven, she's a true role model for others, and I'm just so proud to present Melissa Bolin.
Good morning and thank you. Though my dad never completed high school, he was a successful business owner. He instilled in my 3 siblings and me the importance of a strong work ethic, treating people fairly and respectfully, and always pursuing your dreams. While I was the only one in my family to complete college, all 4 of us have had successful careers because of being taught to persevere. I thank the female mentors throughout my AT&T career for showing me you can have a family and a successful career, especially Luann Krumka, who is here with us today, and Nicole Rafferty for trusting in me and pushing me beyond my capabilities. Thank you.
Before we meet our next honoree, here's another power profile of a previous special recognition honoree, Elaine Ward. At MITRE, Elaine leveraged her experience in business process engineering, enterprise architecture, and software engineering to support the Department of Defense, Defense Information Systems Agency, Department of Veterans Affairs, and other civil sponsors. Elaine leads a technical center of 180 staff that deliver enterprise strategy and transformation capability to all of MITRE's sponsors, enabling them to achieve strategic mission outcomes. Elaine Ward is the power. The presenter of our next special recognition award is Senior Vice President of Supply Chain and Operations for the Boeing Company. She is responsible for the oversight of the company's manufacturing operations and supplier management functions, including implementation of advanced manufacturing technologies and global supply chain strategies. Please welcome to the stage Jeanette Ramos.
Thank you, Dr. Mccauley. And congratulations to all the award winners. It's my privilege today to present the 2017 Women of Color Achievement Award to Ursula English. Ursula cares deeply for the people of the Boeing Company. Her passion makes her a natural leader for our environmental safety and health organization. With over 140,000 people residing in 70 countries around the world, Ursula leads our safety culture for our workplace, products, and aviation industry. Being a veteran of the United States Air Force, she also cares about the health of our nation and the world. Throughout her journey, Ursula has emerged as a strong leader, learning along the way and exceeding the expectations of those fortunate enough to work with her. She finds time to invest in the future by working with nonprofits for women and children. Please join me in congratulating Ursula English.
Hi. Okay, well, growing up, I did everything with my twin brother. When he joined the baseball team, I wanted to, too. But the coach said, it's boys only. So my mother fought for my inclusion and won. Sadly, my mother passed away when I was 14, but she had already taught me how to get in the game. My 28 years in aerospace, from aircraft mechanic to vice president, sometimes felt like that fight. But I've stepped up to all kinds of plates and fought for women to have their turn at bat. Now our bench is getting deeper and looking at you so much stronger and better. And I think my mom would think that is a home run. Thank you. This is an honor.
The next presenter of our Special Recognition Award is Heiress Marrero Pagan, Manager of Manufacturing Engineering at Boston Scientific. She's responsible for managing manufacturing engineers that support the company's medical digital operating plant, specifically for tachybrady and heart failure leads in manufacturing lines in Dorado. She also facilitates their development goals within Boston Scientific through a continuous improvement culture using engineering essentials. However, unfortunately, due to the devastating conditions in Puerto Rico where Heiress and our honoree, Rita Ramirez, are based, they were both unable to travel here. However, they have sent us a video message, so please watch the screens.
Rita Ramirez began working at Boston Scientific Dorado in 2012. She has consistently achieved outstanding results in every department she has supported. An extraordinary human being, she has the ability to spread her passion, commitment, and accountability to others. These key values for continued success earned her the Excellence Award, which is the highest recognition for the site. She is also a member of one of our employee resource group, the Young Professional Network, and is always eager to help others, including actively supporting the Cancer Awareness Campaign and the Christmas Heroes for CAT Foundation. I'm very proud to present Rita Ramirez.
During my childhood, I was always involved in community and social activities where I saw the impact in people. I noticed the responsibility, the challenges, the courage, and the teamwork required to achieve positive results. I chose engineering to contribute to society, and today I work for Boston Scientific, helping improve the quality of life for its patients. Every year, I have the opportunity to meet people who are grateful for our devices, and it makes me appreciate what I do as an agent of change. It is up to each of us to influence others and be open to possibilities. Thank you. Puerto Rico.
Wow, wow. Our thoughts and prayers certainly go out to those in Puerto Rico. And ladies and gentlemen, accepting the award for Rita Ramirez is her sister, who is assistant professor of the Department of Ophthalmology and Glaucoma and Cataract Specialist at Wayne State University Kresge Eye Institute here in Detroit. Success runs in the family. Dr. Alma Mas Ramirez. Before we meet our next honoree, let's salute a previous woman of achievement with another power profile. I like these. Right out of Harvard Business School, Lea Taylor joined First National Bank of Chicago, a predecessor of J.P. Morgan. During her accomplished career that spans more than 28 years, she became an expert in real estate finance, equipment leasing, and finance, project management, client relationship, and investment management. As an investment specialist, she works with clients to grow their wealth through investment, banking, and lending solutions. Lea Taylor is the power. I just love these opportunities that we have to celebrate each other, and I hope we'll continue to do that even beyond this conference. So on to our next honoree. The next presenter of our Special Recognition Award is responsible for the Lockheed Martin Corporation's Equal Opportunity Programs and Affirmative Action Programs mission and strategy, as well as interpreting, developing, and implementing EOP and affirmative action initiatives. Please welcome to the stage Lockheed Martin's Director of Equal Opportunity Programs, Marina Williams.
With bachelor's degrees in architectural engineering and math, Akila Miles has an in-depth educational background in STEM-related fields and engages in continual education that supports her growth as a project manager. Working on major projects for foreign government, healthcare, and education, Akila has provided contributions to projects that exceed $1 billion. In addition to her work, she finds time to volunteer where she can share her STEM education and experience with others. Her significant contributions to date in the industry are far exceeded by her potential. I'm proud to present Akila Miles.
Good morning. When I was young, I spent many days walking in the city with my dad. Sometimes I couldn't keep up because his legs were long, but mostly it was because I was in awe at what I called then cool big buildings. One day he said, "Akila, your name means intelligent one who reasons. If you like these big buildings, get yourself a college degree and build one." Today I work for Turner Construction, where I've built several schools, the staple of a community. Thank you to my parents for motivating and supporting me, and to Turner Construction for giving me the opportunity to realize my childhood dream. Thank you.
The next presenter of our Special Recognition Award is the Director of Supplier Engineering at Raytheon Missile Systems, where he is responsible for ensuring predictable supplier performance for the business segment portfolio. Please welcome to the stage D.C. Foster.
Good morning. The day I met Etta, we were in a meeting where I was being introduced to a room full of engineers. Even amongst engineers, she was particularly quiet. It was the kind of quiet that stood out. That's been one of Etta's core modus operandi that I've been able to witness over the past 18 months. She goes about her business very quietly and connects with her colleagues and mentors in deliberate ways. People from across our company come up to me to tell me how she's making a difference. I'm proud to present Mrs. Elaine Murphy.
Good morning. I was raised by my mom, who immigrated from Belize, and a dad who escaped dictatorial rule in Cuba as a refugee. I grew up in a household that valued hard work, resourcefulness, community, and appreciated the freedoms and opportunities available in the United States. The revelation of who I am came as I pushed through hard times during my high school senior year. Mom was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I was catapulted into becoming the primary caretaker of her medical treatments and her finances. Through this experience, I learned the power of prayer, the value of relationships, and the meaning of courage. Thank you.
Wow. Our next presenter serves as the Director of Civil Works Headquarters, U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, Washington, D.C. In this position, under the policy guidance of the Chief of Engineers and the Assistant Secretary of the Army Civil Works, he leads, manages, and directs the policy development, programming, planning, design, construction, contingency operations, and emergency response operation and maintenance activities of the Army Civil Works Program, a $6 billion annual program of water and related land resources of the United States, and oversees the work of over 25,000 civilian employees. Please welcome to the stage James C. Dalton.
Bernie Thompson completed a distinguished Army career from engineer private to lieutenant colonel. Throughout her career, she has consistently been recognized for leadership, outstanding technical expertise, and professional acumen. She has served all over the world, from places like Somalia to Korea to Iraq. She's been to many other places, and she loves to just leave her mark around the world. She currently oversees a budget of $180 million that affects over 900 senior leaders within the Corps of Engineers and indirectly affects 32,000 employees. I'm extremely honored to present Ms. Bernie Thompson.
Good morning. I am deeply honored to be here this morning. When I was 8, my mom immigrated to the United States from Trinidad. She was a widow with 7 children. We weren't well off, but my mom always insisted that was a condition of the body, not the mind. She always inspired us to do a good job and get the best education that we could. She said, what you put into your head, no one can ever take out, and that is so true. Her dream gave me and my siblings the strength to pursue careers in medicine, in education, in aviation, and in my case, 30+ years of engineering service in the military and as a civilian. I stand before you as a testament of what hard work, perseverance, and a little support from your family and friends can achieve. Mom, thank you.
Awesome. I am honored to introduce our next Special Recognition Award recipient. Tia Wright is a quintessential UPSer. Through an insatiable desire to challenge herself and those around her, she has successfully contributed to several initiatives supporting innovation and diversity. Tia strongly believes that diversity drives innovative research and creative solutions, and is passionate about increasing the number of women in technology. One of her favorite quotes is, "Be the change you wish to see." And she frequently participates in community events and mentoring sessions that encourage young girls to explore STEM. With a bright future on the horizon, Tia continues to emerge as a leader among her peers, committed to diversity within STEM. I am proud to present Tia Wright.
The saying, "It takes a village to raise a child," is paramount to my story. At the age of 2, I lost my mother, but I gained a village. And the most important person in that village was my God-fearing grandmother. She'd say to me, "Baby, manners will take you where money and education cannot." And so, my supportive village, my dedication to my education and to my career, my supportive team at UPS, they have all brought me to this moment. But we know all is only possible through divine intervention, because we know that God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. And ladies and gentlemen, this is his purpose for me. Thank you.
Amen. I mean, we have heard a sermon. If you put all this together, we've been in church this morning, y'all. You know we have. Okay, sorry, don't want to offend anybody if you're in a church going kind, but we had service. All right. So, and I'm loving it. Before we meet our next honoree, let's salute a previous one on her power profile. An advisor on AT&T's Tech Dev Innovation Board, Ming Hu is an impactful leader. She guides a highly technical team that provides integrated architecture solutions to support the company's mission-critical transformative initiatives, including the AT&T Wireless and Singular merger, the AT&T and DirecTV merger, and many new products and services. Among them are the AT&T President's award-winning projects, including Digital Life, Cricket Wireless, Connected Car, Data Rollover, and Number Sync services. Ming Hu is busy. Ming Hu is the power. All righty, on to recognizing these amazing women here. The Special Recognition Award recipient you're about to meet, Raina Yancey, is a most deserving individual who selflessly gives to others. I'm honored to introduce a woman of valor who epitomizes the verse, "Who can find a virtuous woman?" Didn't I tell you? For her price is far above rubies. She is a wife, a mother, president, board member, community leader, and a wonderful baker and friend. As local community leader of Oracle's African American Business Leaders for Excellence, she participated in community service projects such as Collegiate Pathways, Tech Sassy Girls, and My Future in STEM with My Youth Empowerment. These programs focus on the support and empowerment of underrepresented youth and are only a few of her many accomplishments. I'm proud to present Raina Yancey.
Good morning. Growing up in Southeast Virginia in a blue-collar maritime district, exposure to minority executives was rare. It wasn't until my internship at Newport News Shipbuilding while attending Hampton University that I was mentored by Black STEM professionals. They modeled effective leadership and consummate professionalism that, while imparting wisdom that remains with me today. I am the product of a supportive family, educators, and mentors who wanted me to succeed. I am my ancestors' wildest dreams. I owe it to them to help inspire the next generation of leaders, and Oracle provides me a platform to do so. Thank you.
Like I'm out of here. All righty. So, as Director of Global Diversity and Inclusion Strategies for General Motors, our next presenter focuses on helping to position GM as a workplace company and partner of choice for women and people with disabilities. A 27-year veteran, she was the first woman national director for the GM Dealer Development Program in 2010, with responsibility for overseeing the profitability, growth, and retention initiatives for nearly 400 minority and women-owned dealerships with average annual sales of more than $11 billion. Please welcome to the stage Marina Shoemaker.
Good morning. Jane Yee has been with Goodyear for 10 years. A chemical engineer, she was one of very few from her village, a small farming community in northern China, to even receive a college education. When asked why Jane should be nominated for this award, her manager said, "Jane welcomes diverse ideas and input from others. She constructively deals with opportunities that may not have clear solutions or outcomes. After her current assignment, she has plans to leverage her research and development experience to grow into a leadership role that can promote better collaboration between both functions." Please join me in welcoming and congratulating Jane Yee.
Good morning. In our small Chinese farming village, my dad was a construction worker and my mom stayed at home. though both only had 2 years elementary school education. Every day at dinner, Dad reminded my two sisters and me to study hard for a better life. I was one of the few from my village to graduate college. Getting an engineering job was difficult for women in China 10 years ago. I started in Goodyear China plant and ultimately rose to a dream assignment in Goodyear Innovation Center, Luxembourg. Now I stand here, continue to challenge myself at Goodyear in the United States. Thank you.
Now it is my pleasure to introduce our next Special Recognition Award recipient, Ji Zhu. With Ji Zhu's impressive technical leadership and strong business acumen, she has held critical positions in advanced technology development and quality at Cisco. A true advocate of the servant leadership model and passionate about design thinking to drive innovation, she believes in empowering teams and mentoring others to reach their full potential in technology. At Cisco, she is an executive sponsor of iWise, an organization dedicated to the advancement of women in high tech, an enthusiastic supporter of the Executive Shadowing Program, and outside of Cisco, she is a strong promoter of STEM via her advocacy and committee membership in IEEE Women in Engineering. I am proud to present Ji Zhu.
Good morning. I have always had an interest in technology, even from a very young age. The first moon landing inspired me a lot. I still remember the sense of wow I felt watching the images on TV as a young girl. This is what led me to the career in engineering and the high-tech field. Throughout my early working career, I found my passion for bringing innovation to massive production. Today, I still gain the greatest satisfaction just from seeing how innovation affects people's life. Today at Cisco, I am proud to be part of a leading-edge tech company providing products that connect people anywhere and anytime. Thank you for this great honor.
So before we go, I want to let you know that to find out everything you need about resources for the Women of Color in Technology STEM Conference, go to our Facebook page at facebook.com. Now, I want to wish you a great day. It has been such a pleasure being with you. It really has. And I just want to, first of all, can we give another round of applause for all of our honorees? When I say this is the most inspiring time of the year for me, I just wish I could find stronger words to express that. It gives me hope and encouragement to see so much excellence and to have an opportunity to be a part of us celebrating each other. So as I said, if this is your first time here, welcome to your community, your Women of Color community. And for those of you who've been here before, it's good to see you. And welcome back. And let's have a wonderful day. We have many things going on today, and I hope to see you at the gala tonight. I want to thank Dr. Tyrone Taborn and the CCG group for just being so awesome and making this happen. This matters. This really matters. So wishing you all a great day and looking forward to seeing you tonight at the gala.